EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to feature some of the best young talent in the world of golf. From TPC Boston, it's live second-round coverage of the Boston Open. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. A number of folks in contention, including our leader. So, out to the action we go as we catch up with our golfer on the tee at the par 4 13th. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second. We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And with it, he's going to move to within 3 of the lead. Frank, the 14th, this is a dogleg left, 495 yards. Another case where the driver will set everything up.
But you have to avoid those mounds on the left. They'll just snag your ball.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been.
Way too good, I must say. That was just smashed. Yeah, sizable putt left.
13 feet away. Oh, you're kidding? This game's unfair sometimes. That looked in the whole way. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And he's going to slide backwards to 3 under par. So our featured golfer here, pretty solid through the first 2 days, safely through to the weekend and squarely in the conversation.
That's right. Rich, get off to a good start tomorrow, throw a few birdies in early, and could make
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this look at the future stars in the sport of golf. Today from TPC Boston, live third-round coverage of the Boston Open. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Some good names up there, including our leader. We head out to the course as we pick up the action on the tee at the par 4 fourth.
That's a whopper of a tee shot. A couple more bounces. Oh, just in the first cut.
Shouldn't be much in this for birdie. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. And he moves to 2 under for his round and -5 overall. Back on the tee here at the 5th, Frank, this one is not drivable.
Oh, that's for sure. 2 bunkers. The one that most of the players really worry about is the one down the left side. 300 yards to carry that. Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. Still lying okay.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll remain 3 shots off the pace. Now we come to the challenging 465-yard par 4-6. Long, slight dogleg left through a narrow chute with 2 bunkers guarding the right side of the fairway. Par is definitely a good score here. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Oh, that's how you salvage a hole. Things were going a little sideways, right? But boom, in the hole from off the green, and that is a welcome par.
Frank, you just love the variety of holes here at TPC Boston. Now we get to the 7th. It's a 600-yard par 5.
It looks straight away, but the problem is if you don't hit a good tee shot, then you really have to be aware of that cross bunker. That is one place you don't want to go with your second shot.
Still better than 3 bills away as he puts forth his second to the par 5. Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
It's an aggressive layup, really, trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Ah, yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. And that's going to move him to 6 under par.
Now to the par 3 8th. And Frank, what's the best way to go here?
Hit your best, and then you're looking at making 2.
And he might have been trying to land that over the flag and spin it back, but that just carried much too far. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he's going to stay 2 back. Tell you what, Frank, for our featured golfer, I think it's a good opportunity tomorrow as they finish day 3. Just 2 shots off the lead. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm with you, Rich, there. I mean, 2 shots is
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From TPC Boston, final round coverage of the Boston Open. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, a lot of folks fighting for the title, including our leader. Time to get out to the action on the course as we pick things up on the tee at the par 4 14th. Wind coming from his right as he gets set for his second.
chip shots, you've got to be so precise. You see all the contours of the green. Well, just needed a few more feet out of that one.
Nope. He'll go ahead and finish that off. It's Ian for his bogey. And he'll fall back to 8 under par.
Frank, after a couple of par 4s where you just sort of let it go with the driver, different strategy here at the 15th?
Yeah, you don't want to get carried away here. This is one where just a nice smooth swing, get that ball in the fairway. And that second shot, you've got to carry that false front.
And that will do just fine. A left to right breeze, something to consider here as he eyes this second shot.
That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
I nearly had it, just going to wander a foot or so by. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he's going to remain at 8 under.
Frank, fishing is a nice sport, just not at this hole.
Yeah, a little left here, you'll be more than fishing, that's for sure. Now, there's a little mound on the right side. It's about twice the size of a coffee table. When the flag's there, you need your best.
Okay, safely aboard. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And a very makeable look here. Not too much undulation at all. Maybe just a slight move to the right.
Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll remain right where he is. 17th hole here is just 412 yards. Depends where you are in the round. If you need to make up ground, well, then you'll take on a little more risk. Try to go over that ridge and maybe have a wedge into this green, chance to make a 3. If you're just trying to protect and make a 4, maybe you play it down the right side of the fairway. Gives you a longer shot in, but at least you'll be on the safe side. Yeah, a lot to worry about on this 17th with the rocks and the split fairway, but this gets a good bounce, and it winds up safe.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too bad from that far away. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And he'll stay right where he is.
Frank, the par 5 18th here at TPC Boston, this is a chance to be a hero.
Oh, there is. The mere mortals play it down the left side. Everything slopes from left to right. But that bunker, with a puff of breeze behind, if you can carry that, you are one of the longest hitters around.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward. Two good shots on this par 5, leaves that simple little chip, and that was beautifully played.
Okay, so a lost opportunity there, a 3-putt par at the last, and that'll be a final round score of 70.
Well, Frank, that wraps up, as they say here in Boston, another wicked good round.
Yeah, maybe it's not the Yankees or the Red Sox, but it's one of the best courses in the area.
No doubt about it, my friend. And for all of us here at EA Sports, this is Rich Lerner for Frank Nobilo saying, until next time.
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to showcase the finest young golfers from around the globe. Today, from the Quail Hollow Club in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's opening round coverage of the Charlotte Championship. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. A number of folks in contention, including our leader. Let's get out to the action just after the turn as we begin the inward 9 at the par 5 10th. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Noda, our featured golfer, really in a precarious position here in the final event of these Korn Ferry Tour playoffs. The spot is not guaranteed. So how would you recommend they go about this?
Rich, we all know golf is tough, but it's a little tougher when you're playing looking over your shoulder. Any little mistake by this player will allow other players behind to pass him up and possibly compromise their chances of getting to the big show.
Two good shots on this par 5. Leaves that simple little chip, and that was beautifully played.
Well done there. It's a birdie to kick off the back 9. The 11th hole was lengthened in recent years, making this a pretty challenging par 4. What do you think, Frank?
It is, Rich. The two bunkers down the left side are almost all the distances that you would think of if you lay up or you go for it with a driver. So you have to respect that and just go a little right. It's a lovely tee shot, the way in which it flows in amongst the trees, though, on either side. And a deceptively quick green from back to front.
Now this breeze going to push this toward the right.
So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. That one was running so high.
I think I'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll stay at even par. It's another really pretty hole, and there's so many here at Quail Hollow. It's just so lush. Not a ton of trouble here on this par 4. Not getting the fairway off the tee. Again, it's green light situation. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
He's got 141 to the hole, pin in the right front.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. Par 3, 13th hole, 208 yards, and this begins a series of holes that will test even our best players.
And the fast green on top of it. You know, Quail Hollow, Rich, as we know, is some of the quickest greens on the PGA Tour. Anything above the hole on this green is going to be very, very fast. Also, the right side of this green, if you look carefully, if you try and hit your iron shot of the right side, it has a tendency to kick further right, and more than often, it actually rolls off the green.
Boy, that one did not want to slow down at all, and it winds up running right through the green. Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. And now it's on to the 14th, another drivable par 4. This one measuring under 350 yards. Water all along the left side of the fairway, and a long, slender green awaits. And that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker. All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. Oh, the pace perfect on that one. It's in for birdie. This is a cool hole right there. It is the last par 5 on the golf course. Just stunning. 577-yard 15th. It doglegs to the left. And you can see the second shot is over the water. This one will test your game and your nerve. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
Yeah, big explosion. Got it to stop quickly, and that will be a birdie opportunity coming up. Yeah, that's a good putt. A birdie here at 1. Our featured golfer in a good position, you'd have to say. Just 3 shots off the pace after round 1.
Just got to keep the leaders in check, though. Can't afford to get, further
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to feature some of the best young talent in the world of golf. Today, from picturesque Quail Hollow, live second-round coverage of the Charlotte Championship. But if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. We're looking at a tie at the top at 7 under par. We'll head out to the action at the par 3 13.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Oh, missed the green at the par 3. No problem. That is in from off the putting surface for an unlikely 2. Now to the par 4 14th. It's only 344 yards, not long by today's standards. But, Frank, everywhere you look, there's trouble.
Exactly. And a lot of people just sort of pull the head cover off the driver and they try and fly it on the front edge of the screen. You actually don't have to do that. You can take a 3-wood, land the ball about 30 or 40 yards short, and just let the ball run just short of the green. And it's a fairly straightforward up and down at just about anywhere on the screen. If you hit driver, you've only got one chance, and that has to be perfect.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. So the great tee shot left him here. Now his second from relatively close range.
And that's all set up by the big tee shot. You put yourself in that good of a position in the fairway just short of the green, and good things are bound to happen.
Yeah, that's good putt. A birdie here at 1. And he's going to move within 1 of the lead here on this Friday. We now come to the final par 5 of the day, the picturesque 577-yard 15th dogleg left with a second shot over water. This hole is not for the faint of heart. No issues here. That is into the fairway. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5. Be pleased with that one. On and 2, par 5. Didn't fly it there, but didn't have to. Got everything he needed out of that shot. He might like this one. He might really like it. Oh, so much for being a tough 2-putt. He calmly rolls that one in for eagle. Well done. Now to the 16th hole. It is a better than 500-yard par 4, and it begins what they call the Green Mile. It is as tough a finishing stretch as you will find anywhere in golf.
And it's also beautiful to the eye when you stand on that 16th tee. It does play downhill nearly 10 yards. So that bunker on the right side is 320. Take away the 10, so it's about 310 to carry. If you can take that line, you will choose so much off this hole. And then the second shot also is a little down breeze and it has like an infinity edge. You can't see the back of the screen. What a great way to start the green off.
This is an approach shot that will really test a player. Second to the 16th. Good, clean contact and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. Good job to deaden it right by the hole, but he could not get it to go in. Okay, safely in for his par. And this will stay a one-shot lead. Next up is Quail Hollow's signature hole, the 190-yard par 3 17. Tee shot playing almost entirely over water to a peninsula green. The bunker on the right collects many bailout tee shots, inviting disaster with a poorly executed explosion shot. A tester, to say the least. That was obviously well struck, but it came in a little too hot, and that one's going to run out and leave him a much longer birdie putt than he would have hoped for. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17, and this will remain a one-shot advantage. There aren't many golf courses that are both menacing and beautiful. Quail Hollow certainly is in that category, and this is a great example. The finishing hole, 494 yards, the 18th. It's a downhill tee shot. It is framed by that nasty bunker on the right. The real trouble, though, and we've seen this with tournaments through the years that have come down to the wire, is that stream on the left. If you hook it a little bit too far, you're wet. Then there's that uphill second shot, and the stream is still in play. There's a lot going on here on this finishing hole. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. Okay, a good putt for his par here at the 18th green. And that will be matching 67s to get the tournament started. 2 excellent rounds of golf. So will this be the week that our featured golfer claims that first ever title? EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this look at the future stars in the sport of golf. From the Quail Hollow Club in Charlotte, live third-round coverage of the Charlotte Championship. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. Our leader here on Saturday is our featured golfer. He's got a 2-shot advantage here to begin play. That one safely on the putting surface.
A 6-footer now for birdie.
Well done. That one rolled in for a birdie. And he gets it to 2 under for his round. 11 under now for the tournament.
Back to another par 4, the 5th. Frank, what's the challenge here?
It's a dogleg right that goes back up the hill, Rich. It should have been a wide fairway, but what Fazio did that was, I think, very, very clever. He put one bunker on the left side, as you can see, that is about 330 yards to get past it, and those 2 bunkers on the right. So what was a wide fairway has all of a sudden shrunk down to the position exactly where you want to hit it.
Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay III.
152 yards left for him, coming off a birdie at the previous hole, looking to go back-to-back.
I like the looks of this one.
Oh, this is an electric start. Already we're seeing birdies galore. And another great iron shot setting up another.
Yeah, there's another one. Back-to-back birdies here at 4 and 5. And he'll move to 11 under par. Strap in, folks, because we have arrived at a par 3 that is all you can handle. 249 yards, 6th, better than 230 yards to the front of the green with bunkers front and back. Good luck. Okay, that one passed the hole just a bit, but a birdie try upcoming. Nah, that's going to wander off to the right and leave maybe 2-3 feet coming back. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And the lead's going to remain 2. Next up, the first par 5 of the day, the 546-yard 7. 2 fairway bunkers on the left side, presenting the only real trouble off the tee. Avoid those, and you have a good chance to get home in 2. And that one not quite able to hang on. It's into the bunker.
A little too casual with the second shot out of the fairway bunker on the par 5. That had to find the fairway. Instead, this hole's just getting a little more difficult.
Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. And he gets it to 12 under par.
Short par 4-8. Frank, as a commentator, as a fan, I love seeing guys go for it on a short par 4. Try to get to the green. Is it a good idea?
We're going to find out very, very quickly, but I love the moxie, though. I mean, the fact that people want to try and do this, that's what this game's all about. Give it a go. Laying up gets you nothing.
Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Good chance to get one in close from here. This, his second.
This is a 13-footer. Yes, getting hot here just before the turn. That's birdies now at 7 and 8. And he'll move to 13 under par for the tournament. Again, good flow to this golf course, good variety. So coming off that drivable par 4/8, we now arrive at a super long par 4. It's the 9th, and it's 505 yards. You're not driving this one.
Those trees are like brick walls today. Hit that and went straight down into the rough.
So from the rough, his second at 9. Frank, what's ahead now on this approach shot at the long par 4 9th?
What's in favour for the player, Rich, is the fact that both the left and the right side of the green slope back towards the middle. So you can almost use them like sideboards.
Yeah, add that to the list of great putts today. That one a beauty to save par. So a 2-stroke lead here for our featured golfer. That's the good news, but you have to keep in mind, there's a chance that by the time you tee off tomorrow, you might not even have the lead.
That's
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From the Quail Hollow Club in Charlotte, it's live final round coverage of the Charlotte Championship. Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top here at 10 under par. So let's get out and pick up the action as we head to the tee at the par 5 15.
This par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Not an ideal result there. Hoping to maybe get this close. It is on the green, but not where you want to be. Just a touch firm there. That'll be about 3-4 feet coming back. Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And he's going to remain at 10 under. It is one of the more famous stretches, or should I say infamous stretches in golf. It depends on how you play it. We start at the 16th hole 16, 17, and 18. They call it the Green Mile, and it begins with the 506-yard par 4 16. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Going to have to take pretty much a full swing at this one with the putter because this one is into the hill and the hole is cut back. Well, this one is tracking. It's on a good line. Look out. This one could be really good. Oh, in style. What a putt there at 16. It is down for a birdie. And he will definitely not say no to that. So much can happen here at the 17th, par 3, 223 yards. This is where tournaments are won or lost, and it's also the signature hole here at Quail Hollow. What do you think of it, Frank?
It's tough, Rich. It really is, because you have to make a decision. It plays about half a club downhill. That's 5 yards. And then the tendency is to try and aim it too straight, or in layman's term, try and hit too good a shot. Please, just aim a little to the right. Put another yard or two on your tee shot to the right side. Just respect that. And then you'll have an outside chance of making two. You will gain on the field. I promise you.
Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. Oh, that nearly went in. That's a touch of class right there. Very good effort. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he'll stay at 11 under par. Our day at beautiful Quail Hollow ends with a 494-yard par 4 18th. Downhill tee shot is framed with a nasty bunker on the right and a stream on the left side. The uphill second shot can still land in the stream on the left, so delicacy is required. Yeah, that's going to work just fine in the fairway here at 18, and now they'll seek the birdie that could win him the tournament. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And that will make this a final round, 71. So just a terrific tournament for our featured player, Frank, and it yields a 4th career victory. That's impressive.
And we're starting to look at them through a totally different lens now, Rich. We know they're good enough. I remember Nick Price once saying he used to use the average of 5 career wins for every major championship. So they're knocking on the door.
So that's a wrap for all EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to showcase the finest young golfers from around the globe. From scenic Pebble Beach, it's live first-round coverage of the season finale, the Korn Ferry Tour Championship. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. Some good names up there, including our leader. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 410.
Well, that breeze is coming pretty hard from the right. Did a great job of controlling the shot against it.
Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
142 yards left to the hole. Pin is very accessible here, right in the center of the green.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And he'll stay at 2 under. Well, this is where Pebble Beach changes significantly. We're going away from the Pacific Ocean now, up the hill toward the forest. Frank, what do you think of the 11th hole?
Well, it's tricky, Rich. Number one, because it's blind, as you've detailed, but uphill and it's sea level, so that tee shot's not going to go that far. There is a run out down that left side, just inside the tree line there. That's about 308 yards, but you're not going to go that far. So really, you have to respect this hole. Just hit a fairway finder.
You can't drive it much better than that. That's the quick pickup of the tee right down the middle. From the fairway, 98 yards remaining for his second.
It's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he's got it to 3 under now, just 2 back. This 12th hole certainly not as famous as some of the other par 3s here at Pebble Beach, like number 7 or 17. But 12's a good one at 202 yards. Ideally, you want to work this right to left, just a baby draw, and try to get it to land softly because the green tends to be really firm. Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green. This now for birdie at 12.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And he's going to move to 4 under par, just 1 shot off the top spot. The 13th here at Pebble Beach is sort of a forgotten hole. It's only 401 yards of par 4, but I promise you'll remember it if you make a birdie here, and you'll have a good chance if you put it in the correct position off the tee. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway.
This is a 9-footer. Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And he'll stay at -3. Our featured golfer in a good position, you'd have to say. Just 3 shots off the pace after round 1.
Just got to keep the leaders in check, though. Can't afford to get...
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to feature some of the best young talent in the world of golf. From the world-famous Pebble Beach Golf Links, live second-round coverage of the Korn Ferry Tour Championship. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. We've got a tie at the very top at 9 under par. So let's get out to the course as we pick up the action starting at the par 4 11. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that, a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll stay at 5 under.
First par 3 now on the backside. Frank, this is sort of the forgotten hole, the 12th, 202 yards.
It is. It's in the corner of the golf course. If you look at the right side of the screen, it's very narrow, but that's actually the entry or the gateway. And the reason why I say that is that's the full width of the putting surface. If you're going to take the bunker on, you've got to carry the ball another 8 or 9 yards. But one thing in your favor is this hole plays 10 yards downhill.
Boy, just far too strong with a tee shot there, and this winds up flying the green.
Just a little over-ambitious on that chip shot. Just sailed past.
18-footer. Yes, a perfect read there. That is in to save par. And he'll remain right where he is. Here we are at Pebble's 13th 401-yard par 4 that some consider a bit of a breather on the course. Birdie is definitely a possibility here. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
Yes, 120 yards left to the flagstick. Wind coming from behind, so you'll need to be careful where you land it.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, what, 6-7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
Oh, that just skirts the outside edge. That's a tough break. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And he'll stay right where he is. Well, in the world of professional golf, there are very few legitimate three-shot par fives left. This 582-yard par 5 14th at Pebble Beach is one of those holes. It is all you want.
Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Safely back into the fairway. That was the job at hand, and it's a good end result.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And that's going to move him to 6 under par. Here at the 15th, a good drive, Frank, would be right down the middle. A bad drive would be on 17-mile drive. As scenic as it is, it's not where you want to be, is it? It's out of bounds.
Well, you can't afford to go right. You can't afford to pay for that real estate on the right either. So, yeah, anything down there. And fortunately, it's a downhill tee shot. I know there's sort of 4 bunkers really down the left side, but really it's the pop bunker that has to be avoided.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. I was asking for it to go, and it listened. That is a really good shot. The putter on point late here in the round. Birdie's at 14 and 15. And he's into double figures now at 10 under par. So an action-packed first 2 rounds and a packed leaderboard as well, with our featured golfer in a share of the lead after
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this look at the future stars in the sport of golf. From breathtaking Pebble Beach golf links, third-round coverage of the Korn Ferry Tour Championship. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. A lot of folks fighting for the title, including our leader. We'll get right out to the action here as we head to the tee at the par 4 first. Driving it straight, a big part of playing this golf course well, and that's a good start there in the fairway at the first.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Okay, I'd call that an acceptable effort from that range. Oh, no. All right, that's in for a bogey here to start the round. And he's going to fall to 3 shots off the lead.
Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
Good solid tee shot there, coming off the bogey at the first. This is in the fairway at number 2.
Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
Oh, how about that for a blast out of the bunker? Nearly hold it for eagle. Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2 will certainly help the cause. On to the 397-yard par 4 third, where some players drive it over the trees on the left to cut the dogleg, while others play it more conventionally. That will do just fine. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
118 left to the hole. Pin sitting back right. With the sand wedge, and boy, does this look good.
Rich, there's one thing about good iron play. When you hit it and it comes off the club face, you know it's going to be close. More evidence there.
Yeah, that's a good putt. A birdie here at 1. And he'll move into red figures for the round at 1 under and 11 under for the tournament.
Frank, this is where it becomes really obvious where you are. You're at Pebble Beach. There's the Pacific Ocean, and this begins that magnificent 7-hole stretch right along the ocean. A fun hole, not long, 331 yards up the hill. We're at the 4th.
Yeah, and each one of those 7 holes that you referred to, Rich, there's a common theme, which is don't look right. Because that's pretty much the ocean the whole way around. And this one here, that decision has to be made. 330 to the front of the green. If there's a hint of a breeze, you try and drive it. Otherwise, really, you've got to worry about that pot bunker. It's between 230 and 250 yards. But as I first said, do not go right.
And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he moves to 2 under for his round. 12 under all told. We arrive now at the 189-yard par 3 called the New Fit. Despite being redesigned by Jack Nicklaus late last century, safest play here is to the left center of the green. That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. Well, Ione has had a good look. Now this for birdie.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
Yeah, that's good putt. That was a slippery one, but that's well done. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain 1 shot back. I mean, this has been a captivating tournament so far, and our featured golfer just a shot back heading into Sunday's final round. Is going to be exciting, Frank.
Certainly will be, Rich. One of the
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From the Monterey Peninsula and Pebble Beach, the big one, live final round coverage of the Korn Ferry Tour Championship. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. Our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's on top by 3 as he gets set to begin play. So we'll pick up the action on the tee at the par 5 14. I'm not sure he got every bit of that 3-wood trying to get home to this par 5 and 2, but still in the ball game for a birdie.
Now, this hole's been quite mean, but once again, a beautiful use of the short game to perhaps get away with a par.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And the lead's going to stay at 3. You may have heard of the 17-mile drive near Pebble Beach. It's scenic. It is one you absolutely want to put on your bucket list, but you don't want to get there by chasing a tee shot onto the road. That's what can happen if you blow it way right here at 15, if you do keep it in play. At 393 yards, this 15th hole is absolutely one on which you can make a birdie. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Just under 80 yards to go now as he'll decide how to flight his second. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And stop the presses if you've heard this before. He's well on his way to yet another victory on the year. Now the heart begins to race a little bit because you know you're playing one of the greatest finishing stretches in the entire sport of golf. Starting with a 16th, it's only 400 yards. If you can carry that island bunker, you can jumpstart your run to the house with a birdie 3.
Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office. That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
This round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And it may be all about style points now. It's a 4-shot cushion with 2 holes left to play. If you stop for just a moment, it can really hit you where you are and what's happened here. This 17th hole at Pebble Beach, the par 3. Jack with a 1-iron that hit the flagstick in 1972 on his way to winning the U.S. Open Championship. And then a decade later, Tom Watson from just long of the green, chipping in for a birdie 2 to beat Jack Nicklaus. Yeah, history made here at the 17th hole. All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. 10-foot putt left. Oh, how about the run here? That a 3rd consecutive birdie. And the rest of the field squarely in the rear-view mirror now. This is up to a 5-shot lead. Well, you're not just playing the 18th hole at Pebble Beach, are you? You're taking a moment to soak it all in. Stand on that tee box, look out at the Pacific Ocean, think about what's happened here, who's played this hole, who's made history here, and then you let it rip. Gonna work this up that left-hand side. Yes, step 1 out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
Yeah, big explosion. Got it to stop quickly, and that will be a birdie opportunity coming up. Now this for another birdie. Oh, yeah, birdies in 15, 16, 17, and 18. And this is going to be a final round score of 62. What a way to wrap things up. Frank, you understand it. You've called golf along the shores of the Monterey Peninsula for a long time. It's one thing to win a tournament. It is another to do it right here at one of the really special places in the game.
Some say it's America's St. Andrews, but Pebble Beach, yeah, the list of champions too here is great. But, you know, the scenery, it just matches that list.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present this first step on the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From La Quinta, California and PGA West, it's the opening round of the first tournament of the new year, the American Express. Well, it's been a long off-season. Everyone here looking to get their new year off on the right foot. What better place to do it than right here in La Quinta as we see what's going on here in round one. On top is Matt Fitzpatrick. He's off to a 4-under start. Let's get out to the play as we pick things up at the par 4-7. Frank, this is our golfer's first ever tournament as a professional.
On the PGA Tour, now, you played a number of years on the European Tour before coming stateside, but take me back. What do you remember about your professional debut?
Oh, it's huge, Rich. I can remember it like yesterday. I was 19, and just how nervous you get. I was lucky enough that I had some friends that were professional golfers, and they took me aside, and they said, listen, you got two arms, you got two legs. You're just like everybody else in the field. Don't give in to them. But the nerves, too, you know, you feel like you're in somebody else's body, but they said the other bit of advice I got, nerves mean you care. So don't ever want to play without them. So great advice too. And this is a moment that they will always remember. Your debut on the PGA Tour.
"14 feet to the hole." Just a hair off target, and those are the ones that'll drive you crazy. Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Ah, yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll remain at 1 under par. You know, Frank, this is a great setting for kicking off the new season. This Palm Springs area weather is almost ideal every single year. It's kind of like golf in a dome. So what's the secret to being successful on desert courses like this? Because we've seen some really low scores through the years.
Rich, you nailed it. Dome-like conditions means everybody's going to go low. You're not really worrying about cross breezes. Plus, add that in that it's a relatively flat track. That means there's no elevation changes really to consider. Green's also relatively flat, so get that ball on the putting surface. Greens aren't overly quick, but really anything inside 20 feet, you're going to have a good look at it. And don't keep looking at that leaderboard, because if you think you're going to make birdies, everybody else is doing the same thing. Pedal to the metal.
And that is going to be tough in there. That is into the heavy stuff.
Two shots around this green is always good. Now, for a little CVS, perhaps a third shot on this par 5. Get one close, maybe make 4.
More troubles there. Nah, that's not going to escape it. Oh, is that any good? Perfect.
That was tracking pretty well, too. That could have gone in for the same price.
Oh, goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay at level par. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par, and he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Finishing up on the front side here at PGA West with a 452-yard par 4 ninth. Water down the right, so it is best to favor the left side off the tee. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole.
Fairway's big enough. Good shot.
Player really needs to be dialed in here. This approach shot is not easy by any stretch here at the 9th. Oh, not ideal. Those bunkers here at 9 are deep, and that's where this one wound up. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
134 yards left to the flagstick today. Pin, front right. It's a sneaky one.
This could be a good one.
Rich, is that 8 or 9 feet? I don't know about that, but it is a great approach shot.
That one kind of took off on him. That'll happen sometimes coming out of the bunker, and that scoots right on by. This one measures out to 15 feet. Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. 8 feet remaining here for birdie. Not a problem. That's in for birdie, and that score moves to 2 under par. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that's going to drop him to 2 under. Starting the backside with a 416-yard par 4 10th. Favor the right side to avoid the water, which is once again a factor. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway.
There's 2 schools of thought here. Bomb a driver down there, but perhaps have an awkward yardage, or hit the 3-wood and have a full iron in here.
So now from the left side of the fairway, this is a second shot. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in the rough now, wondering what might have been.
And here at the 10th, with the iron in hand, and hits it stone cold close.
I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
A great opportunity here for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. A birdie here at 1. And he'll move to 3 under here. Just one shot off the lead. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll stay at -3. We come now to the longest hole on the course. How's this? 617 yards, par 5 11th, aptly named Eternity. It is imperative to miss the bunkers down the left-hand side. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee.
There's certainly a lot of different ways to play a par 5. Going to have to figure out the best way to play this par 5 using 3 shots to reach the green.
Now a second from well over 300 yards. This will be about positioning. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
A birdie putt here at the 11th.
Yeah, and it's a pretty makeable one. Little bit of break from left to right, really not a lot.
Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. 13 feet away. Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And he'll remain right where he is. That one finished off. It's in for par. And he'll stay right where he is. Our featured golfer in a good position, you'd have to say. Just 3 shots off the pace after round 1.
Just got to keep the leaders in check, though. Can't afford to get, further away.
EA Sports, and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From sunny La Quinta, California, live second-round coverage of the opening tournament on the tour schedule, the American Express. What a great time of year to be here in La Quinta. If you come in July, expect temperatures north of 110 degrees. But now, here in January, this is perfect as we check our Day 2 leaderboard. On top, it's Tony Finau. He's at 9 under. So let's get out and join the fray as we pick things up on the tee at the par 5 11th. So this, the second round of the American Express, our featured golfer we're following here really turned some heads in that first ever round on the PGA Tour yesterday. What'd you see?
I just saw a complete player, Rich. I know the golf course yields itself to low scores, but take that aside. When you drive the ball well, hit iron shots like that, knock a few putts in, you're going to turn a few heads. And every season, as you know, Rich, I'm always looking for a new name. Might have just found one.
So one round in the books for our featured golfer as a professional, and it was subpar. Nota Begay III was out on the grounds following the action. And Nota, what were your takeaways from what looked to be a really solid first round?
Well, subpar meaning in the red versus below average, and I really liked what I saw. There were some nerves early in the round, but this player was able to settle down, get into their game, start to execute at a high level, and really came out with a very nice start.
Up next, the number 18 handicap hole at PGA West, 363-yard par 4 12th. Left side of the fairway is well guarded by bunkers, so the right side is ideal. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Okay, that's acceptable there. 12 feet still to go. Oh, yeah, that one on line all the way. It's in for a birdie. And he'll get it now to 4 under par. Just 2 shots off the lead. Quite a par 3 here, the 13th at 214 yards. There's water left, not much bailout on the right. That's what a good par 3 is supposed to be, requiring one well-struck, accurate tee shot. That was obviously well struck, but it came in a little too hot, and that one's going to run out and leave him a much longer birdie putt than he would have hoped for. The PGA Tour season kicking off here at PGA West in La Quinta, California. And we're back at it next week. Frank will make the 2-hour drive down to La Jolla and Torrey Pines outside of San Diego for the Farmers Insurance Open. Just such a good time of year, isn't it?
Oh, it certainly is. It's just stunning. I mean, rain, hail, or shine, this is just a beautiful part of the world. If you don't like beautiful countryside and coastline, I mean, there's something wrong. This is gorgeous.
Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead. Once again at PGA West, we're looking at a hole that's not overly long. It'll tempt you, 389 yards. The key, keep it away from that bunker on the right side of the fairway. So you're favoring the left. If you get it where you're supposed to, then you can access the whole location. Birdie's a good possibility here. Yeah, pretty easy to run it right through this 14th fairway if you take driver, and that is on into the rough.
Oh, I always knew that was going to be a good shot when it left the club face. What's that, 8 or 9 feet? Excellent shot.
That's how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie. And he'll move to within a shot of the lead at 5 under par. As we arrive at 15 and head back toward the clubhouse, we come to the hole they call Turning Home, a 468-yard par 4. And the second hardest hole at PGA West. Have to be straight off the tee, as there are bunkers on both sides of the fairway. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. See what they do now with this second shot at hole number 15.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he'll remain 3 shots off the pace. So our featured golfer here, pretty solid through the first 2 days, safely through to the weekend and squarely in the conversation.
That's right. Rich should get off to a good start tomorrow, throw a few birdies.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the stadium course at PGA West, live coverage coming your way of round 3 of the season opening event, the American Express. You know, for many years, this was Bob Hope's tournament. He, of course, a great entertainer, and we're in for an entertaining weekend of golf. As you look at the leaderboard on this Saturday, Victor Hovland is the leader. He currently sits at 12 under par.
So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 4 10th. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. I want to bring in Nota Begay III, four-time winner on the PGA Tour. Nota's been following the action so far this week, and this is really impressive. Not only has our featured player made the cut, Nota, but they're entering the weekend with a chance to be in contention. What would this do for a young golfer?
Well, veterans on the PGA Tour know this very well, and young players will learn it very quickly that the third round is moving day, and you can move one of two ways. You can continue to move up, or if you make some mistakes and don't execute, you can move down. Players got to continue to focus on what's gotten them to this point, which is working.
And not just working, but who knows, maybe winning in their first ever professional start. Nota, in watching our player over the last several rounds, what specifically has stood out to you?
Well, the fact of the matter is that players that show up on the PGA Tour nowadays show up so much more well prepared to win early. They get a lot of experience at the collegiate level, at the developmental tours like the Korn Ferry Tour, so they come into these situations with much more experience and a level of expertise that gives them that incentive to go out there and get it done.
Well, here it is, the longest hole on the golf course. The par 5 11th is 617 yards. You need to bash that tee ball and get all of that second shot. Who knows, maybe you can get home in two. This one is all you can handle. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
This will be a 14-foot putt here. That's going to scoot a foot or two by. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he's going to remain at 8 under. According to the scorecard here at PGA West, this 12th hole at 363 yards is the easiest on the golf course. It's the 18 handicap hole. Really, the only trouble would be those bunkers down the left side. If you put it on the right side, great chance to make a 3. No issues here. That is into the fairway. This game not just about length, it's about putting the ball in the right position, and that's what he's done. Really a good opportunity to make a birdie. Let's see what he can do from 87 yards, second shot. Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is. Look what we have here, more water. 214-yard par 3 13th offering, little bailout right and water left. Accuracy off the tee is the key here. Yeah, that's a popular spot. He'll have that for his birdie at 13. Oh, yes, indeed. The line there, perfect. It is in for a birdie. And he's got it to 2 under for the round, 9 under now for the tournament. Arriving now at the 389-yard par 4 14th. Bunker on the right side of the fairway, so it is best to favor the left side off the tee. Frank, what's the key here? Second shot at 14.
Green sits up a little bit, well protected by those bunkers there. A nice high, soft landing shot. Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
This is a 13-footer. Another rolled in there. Birdie's now at 13 and 14. And he's got it to 3 under now, just 2 back. 15th hole, not surprisingly, is called turning home because we're headed toward the clubhouse now. It's 468 yards of par 4, and it's the second toughest at PGA West. So this is all you want. Need to be straight off the tee. If you can get it in play and away from those bunkers on the left and right of the fairway, 4 is a good possibility, and you'd be happy to make par here. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notah Begay III.
160 gets him to the hole, pin sitting on the right.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And he'll remain at 6 under par. Frank, this was supposed to be moving day for our featured golfer, but instead, they were moving in the wrong direction. An over par round.
Yeah, actually just took the
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From sun-kissed La Quinta, California, live final round coverage of the season-opening event on the PGA Tour, the American Express. Sunday in Coachella Valley, all these golfers in search of that first title of the new season. It'll be handed out later today as we look at the leaderboard for this final round. We've got a tie at the top at 13 under par. So let's get out to the course, already deep into the round as we head to the tee on the par 4 15th. So here we are, Frank, beautiful La Quinta, California. Let me tell you, after being in Connecticut for the winter, this is something else, but we shift the focus to our featured golfer. They've been something else too, in contention for a good finish in their first ever PGA Tour event.
Has to have exceeded expectations, Rich. The goal at the start of the week, 4 solid rounds. See how you fit in here. Well, on the precipice of doing that, pat yourself on the back. This is the start of what should be a very good career.
So our featured golfer wrapping up their first ever professional tournament, and it's been a good one. Nota Begay III is with us, and Nota, I'm curious of what you recall, what you learned from your first professional start. You went on to win 4 times.
Well, playing in that first PGA Tour event, there's so many unexpected things, and to come out, make the cut, get your feet wet, learn what it's going to take to compete at this level is a tremendous amount of benefit as you move forward and you refine your approach.
Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Oh, no, I thought that was in for sure. Just a little jag right at the end, going to leave it on the lip. And that one finished off. It's a birdie here at 15. And he'll make a little headway there, but still trailing by 4 with 3 holes left to play. Okay, a bogey here at the 15th. And he's going to drop back to -9. This is a really good par 5 here, the 16th at 600 yards. If you're able to avoid the bunker on the left side of that fairway, you'll have a good chance to get up either on the green or near the green. What you want to avoid, obviously, is that enormous bunker up by the green. If you do end up in there, you may have a problem getting out. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there.
The drive was fine, but just not long enough. So this par 5 out of his reach.
Now, from better than 300 yards out, a second to the par 5.
Oh, that second shot just ran out of fairway, but still, nice little pitch shot and a good chance to make 4 at par 5.
Maybe got a little too much sand there. That came out fat, and the rough took all the momentum off the ball. And that'll trickle on, but wind up well short. And now a putt from 24 feet away. See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Yeah, that's good putt. A birdie here at 1. And he's into double figures now at 10 under par. Okay, that in for a bogey at 16. And he'll fall to 10 under par. Arriving now at Alcatraz, the famous 17th hole at PGA West. Island green, reminiscent of Sawgrass, 168-yard par 3. It is most definitely a knee knocker. Okay, that one's dancing. Yeah, very good shot, taking it in right of the hole, and a good look upcoming. A dead-on look here for birdie. The run here at a third consecutive birdie, and he'll move to 11 under par. It's about a 60% make percentage from here. This for birdie. Oh, finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. And he will definitely not say no to that. Finishing up here at PGA West with a 439-yard par 4 18th. Yet again, we're trying to avoid the water. That runs down the left side of the fairway. If you keep it down the right side, well, then you'll have a chance to maybe get out of here, finish up the round with a birdie 3. That is a great number on this finishing hole.
Now, it's in the first cut. There's always a little bit more grass around the ball that has to be factored in.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Well, there's 134 yards left to the flag. Pin front left, so he can take dead aim.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
This is looking really good.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
Wow, just a hair of the target. And those are the ones that will drive you crazy. 10-foot putt left. That's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And that will finish off our round of golf. Okay, so that will wind up a par at the last. And that will write an end to the round here today. What a thrilling day of golf for Frank Nobilo. I'm Rich Lerner. So long for now from the Career Builder Challenge at PGA West.